and in the locker room. Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Los Angeles Clippers. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. And the Clippers starting five. We've got Caldwell Pope, also Johnson out there. And it's Nats in at the small forward position. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Now here's Jones, outside Markkanen. Pass to Beal, back to Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the screen. Toronto needs to get off the shot. It's good from long range.
And looking like a young Dirk there. Markkanen is that coveted combination of size and shooting that many teams desire nowadays.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Johnson surveying the floor. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Guzman. Over Leitner. And it's Leitner with the rebound. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Now here's Jones. Such a wide open look. He has 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Johnson. And again, no good by the Clippers. Toronto leading by 6. And Beal kicks to Jones. Pass to Markkanen. And all around to win that time before dropping in.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. We have the first leg of the NBA season, Greg, now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape.
Yeah, right now is when you can make sense of wins and losses. Who you play matters so much early on, but things have started here to balance out.
Clippers trail by 8. Johnson outside. Over Jones. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Toronto's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Markkanen looking it over. Outside, Beal shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Well, when you shoot that poorly from deep, the odds of winning get really slim in a hurry.
And here's Toronto. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Jones, the pass to Markkanen. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Jones. Great showing for him last season. He was around 21 points per game, 5 assists and 6 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
You need a steady hand for that second unit, and he provides that and sometimes a lot more.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Nothing on the board.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Outside, Markkanen from past the arc, and the Raptors miss again.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now, here's Johnson. Really struggled in their loss against Utah. Aston and the wide open shot from Green. They get the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Beal, the pass to Markkanen. And again, Toronto no luck. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 6-point game. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Some changes here for the Raptors. Ingram comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Jones. Walker's checked in for the Clippers. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Caldwell Pope. Leitner the pass to Ingram. Bledsoe for 3. Rebound by de Guzman.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Pass to Leitner. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Ingram wide open. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
And this is what Ingram's coaches encourage him to do because they know these kinds of shots get him into rhythm.
Johnson outside. And he lobs it toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Clippers trail by 5. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And here's Bledsoe. He has yet to score. Guarded by Walker. 3 seconds left. That one, no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Toronto ahead, up 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Walker. And there's Jared Allen. Then it's Keith, and it's Mitchell. In at the 3, the small forward. Just 5 on the clock. The 19-foot shot, it's hauled in by the Raptors. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
So it's the Clippers now. The Raptors getting the bucket. Pass to Keith. Here's Schroeder. Over Bledsoe. No good off the front iron. To the middle. A steal. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Ingram. And Walker kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Allen. And here's Walker. Schroeder finds Mitchell. Over Ingram. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Raptors leading by 5. Back to Bledsoe. Here's Rasmussen, defended by Allen. Now Ingram. Inside. Now Pondexter. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. Rebound by Mitchell. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Keith. Los Angeles with another miss.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Pass to Rasmussen. And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Draymond Green, 4th.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
And that one misses. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
And he's good on the second. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. And here are the Raptors now. After the missed three from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Markkanen can't get it to go. And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for the Clippers. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Good on the three-point shot. Johnson's got 7 points.
That's great use of the bounce pass in that situation to make sure the ball got there.
Here's Leitner, guarded by Green. Good on the jump shot. 9 points in the game so far.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot. R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player. He said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Back to you.
Playing with purpose. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Now, here's Caldwell-Pope. Scoreless thus far. Here's Nat. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Johnson outside. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Raptors leading by 5. Jones looking for an opening. Leitner the pass to Markkanen. Here's Leitner. 11 points for him in that last game against the Celtics in Boston. Great D that time from Green. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Johnson. Magic flushes it down.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And Toronto making a change here. Beal's checked in. 1:22 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Markkanen. Good, and it's Beal picking up the assist. Markkanen's got 5 points so far.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height, the D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Raptors leading by 5. 51 seconds left to play here in the half. Lets the three fly. Nat grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Caldwell-Pope outside. Pass to Green. Over Jones. To Guzman. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Jones, the pass to Markkanen. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 12.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Clippers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Second free throw, no good. Pass to Jones. Beal from long range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Raptors lead by 5. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm here with Coach Tyronn Lue. And, Coach, tell me more about your team's performance there in that first half.
I thought we got tired a little early, but...
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
The Miami Heat will go up against the Suns out in Phoenix. 7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
Yeah, but I don't think this is going to be close.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Los Angeles Clippers. And that is our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Leading by 5. Leitner out there with Markkanen. Then it's Jones. Then there's Bradley Beal. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. And Tim, of the teams that were not in the playoffs or even in the play-in last season, you can make a case the Raptors among many teams that have a lot of potential to get there this year.
Yeah, I agree, and you could also put the Spurs in that conversation too. But if you're just looking at the East, the Raptors could easily climb back into relevance as their young talent develops.
Markkanen from outside. Rebound by De Guzman.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Caldwell Pope pass to Johnson. Over Jones. Oh, Magic Johnson playing big.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Leitner. Still scoreless. There's Beal with the 3. Drills the three-pointer. And the Raptors lead by 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Johnson. 11 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Jones, the pass to Markkanen. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching. And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Here's Jones. The Clippers getting the bucket. Markkanen finds Beal. Picked by Markkanen. Fires the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And their defense has been significantly worse since halftime. They are going to have to make some adjustments.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 13. Matt, the pass to Green. With the floater. Beal taking his time here. Pass to Leitner. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's to Guzman. He's got 10. Green with a screen for Caldwell Pope. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Caldwell Pope with it. From deep, Johnson. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Markkanen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's out of bounds. They chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Tuesday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trailblazers. And then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
And for that game against the Warriors, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be the 6th contest on the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Raptors. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Clippers. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.